The following video has been Fatboy approved. These are the shill-free opinions of Fatboy. Every product reviewed is bought and paid for by Fatboy. Yeah.
What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, and welcome in to Fatboy Fragrance Reviews. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everyone has a safe and happy New Year's. So glad to be here, and of course, you know who I am. I'm Mr. Fatboy, aka the hardest working man in this fragrance game, aka the realest man in this fragrance game. I can't wait to get into this video today with y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. To all my subscribers who made this a wonderful year, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now, and if you are new, come on in, baby. I promise you a place of positivity, of energy, and somebody who always gives you 100% every time. It's me, and I'm so glad to bring it to you. So hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you get them notifications, hit that bell, because I put in the work, baby. Video all the time, non-stop. All right, here we go. Let's get up into this brand new review on a new release from Dua. Can't wait to share with you. And you know how we do it? No edits, no do-overs, one take, baby. One take, and we get it right. Fatboy Fragrance Reviews starts now. Baby, we are back. Let's get up in this review today. Today I will be reviewing Dua's Nomad Profumos Singapore. Alright, so far they have been kind of a mixed bag of what they've made with Paris and with Miami. If you don't know what this line is, this is Dua's kind of niche line on fragrances where the owner of the company, Mastermind, and the master perfumer of Dua gives his kind of take on what his scent memory is of these places he visits. The man's been all over the place, well traveled for sure, but this is his opinion on what kind of, evokes what kind of emotions it, and it's different for different people. I have places I can go where I get different kind of smells and reminds me and brings back great scent memories. Some of them aren't that great, but some of them are. And I can really appreciate this. Niles over at City Rhythm does a great job with his concept. Love his fragrances. But the Dua ones have kind of been hit and miss. Let's kind of see what this one's like. And we'll start off with the presentation and the box. And we'll get started. So I've got it right here. And I had it set up, so bear with me. No edits, baby. We don't do edits. Alright. The Dua does a really good job of presentation on this one. It's definitely not just a bottle. If you bought this from a if you didn't know who Dua was and they were known for a clone house, you would not know this came from a clone house as far as presentation goes. It's right up there with a lot of niche brands in my opinion. Here's the box, and if you open her on up, there you go. There's the bottle right there, and this is their scent memory Singapore. They have a one for Miami and they have one for Paris. We'll be talking about those two here in a little bit. I'll compare you and tell you which ones I like the best. And we'll also, at the end of the video, I'll give you that too, kind of telling you which one I think you should try. These do retail at a significantly higher price than most Duas for their size. A 50 ml will run you easily $150 after sale, maybe $115. Still pretty pricey for over $2, $33 per ml in this bad boy. There's a good look at the bottle. Definitely not a standard Dua bottle. You can see right there, I do appreciate the design of this one. I do love the concept. I do always appreciate Dua's hard work of being innovative and different from other companies. I do appreciate that. Not saying they're the first to do it, but they've done it well here easily with this fragrance. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up the notes on this bad boy. And the notes of this bad boy go like this. We've got lime in the opening, durian, apple strudel, rose, jasmine, saffron tea, tonka beans, praline, green tobacco leaves, chocolate, orchid, spice, bizarre accord, whatever that is, champaca, whatever that is, sandalwood, and vanilla. Listen, if you're looking for a guy who's going to break down every note, I might not be the guy for you. I'm going to give you consumer opinion on this one. I'll be glad to give it to you. This is my shield-free opinion. I pay for everything I review. Only way to be, stay real, is to do it shield-free. Speaking of paying and trying fragrances, if you do want to sample most of what I discuss on my videos, you can go over, baby. TheFatBoyFragrance.com, one of the best places to buy decants, hands down in the community, said by me, but said by the people who purchase from me. Thank you so much for showing love to FatBoyFragrance.com. FatBoyFragrance.com. Go get your samples if you want to try this one, where the customer is always right, baby. Free sample with every decant that you pay for. All right, let's go. Here's a good look at the bottle again. Let's put it in the air and see if we got one that's going to get my full seal approval or not. I've already worn it. I got my full feelings on it. All right. This one in the air actually smells good. Okay. It has a nice quality when you first smell it, but as it starts to drop down, it changes a little bit. On my skin, I get the lime note immediately. I'm picking up on the lime. I'm picking up on some rose, slight floral note. I'm guessing it's the rose. There is a sweet kind of tone to it. Maybe that's from the little gourmand notes they've thrown in there. I don't get this one when it's all together. The ingredients don't seem. It seems like it's more of a thrashing of the senses than it is of a bringing together of everything. It feels like it's just a car crash waiting to happen when you look at the notes. But as I smell it, I do pick up on that sweetness, and there is a kind of tart, sweet smell to it. Apple tart, sweet smell. It's very, very faint, because what the problem with the opening of this fragrance is the severe note of lime. It's really making this almost like an ammonia cat pee smell. I hate to use that word, but that's something that has been used in fragrance in Fragcom. People like that kind of note. I myself do not. But it's a shame, because I think there was a lot of possibilities with this one. It had definitely opportunity to really shine, but I think the lime is an unnecessary note in here. You don't need the lime to describe Singapore. I'm sorry, you can leave that one out, and I think this one would have been a better fragrance as far as the opening goes, which to me is probably 80% the best part of a fragrance, because that's what gets you in, and that's what I like. I'm a big fan of first impressions when it comes to fragrances, and this one, first impression is, We're going to be adding that in as a box, because now we're going to have 4 boxes we're going to check. And that is the first impression box going forward in 2023, kind of mixing it up a little bit. We'll still keep the performance box, the wifey compliment box, and then the final box, does it get my full seal approval or not? So we'll go over that in a second. But as far as this fragrance, how it goes, how it kind of goes through the day when I wore it, the ammonia smell does die down. And what you end up with is that original smell that first comes down when it drops out of the air. That sweet, tart, kind of ozonic, kind of just, this Middle Eastern vibe to it. Almost a petroleum vibe to it. It reminds me a little bit of the Mysterious line. A little bit. It definitely has some quality there. It is definitely the most niche of the 3, without a doubt. The 3, this one is definitely the more niche one. Definitely more out there. Definitely more risky. I guess what they're going for is just a sensory overload here, because maybe that's what he felt when he got to Singapore. Everything is so much crowded, so big of a place, so beautiful, but all that stuff, just kind of maybe crashed his senses. I don't know. For me, this one, it's a tough fragrance for people who are going to really like. It's just that opening is not going to go away for a while, and when it does, you're left with a better fragrance, but the damage has been done by the opening being so ammonia-like, ammonia smelling. All right, so let's see if this one gets my full seal approval, and we'll get out of here. First impressions, first smell. Would I check a box on this one? No. This, on the first smell, my first impression is like, no. Just like my haul video, did not like it. It's just too much of that ammonia smell, too much lime. Take away that, guys, and you would have had a way better fragrance, in my opinion. That is just me. I'm not an expert on this. Just the way I feel about it. All right, so I can't check the box for that at all. Performance. You can definitely check the box on performance. This thing is beast, and I mean beast performing fragrance. Do not spray this more than 3 times, or you will probably be told to go home and wash it off. It is pretty tough. I would not wear this one to bed. I make sure I scrub it off. My wife does not like it. That will lead into the next box. So performance, kudos to do on that one. Does the wifey like it? Did I get compliments wearing it? Is this a compliment getter? No. 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 The wife does not like it. It's not going to be a compliment getter. It's not a safe work office fragrance. So don't go into that one. This one, no doubt. All right, last box. How much do I recommend it? I'm going to give it about a half of my recommendation, about 50%. Matter of fact, I say 45% overall score. Can't check a box either. One box checked. So really between 20 and 30 to 40%, I pretty much recommend this. I highly recommend that you sample it first. This is not blind buy worthy. Not because it's horribly smelling, which the opening can be. It's just that I don't think people are going to love this fragrance as much as, say, this fragrance is not that great of an opening. Makes Miami, their first one, which was kind of really a miss, look so good now. So we're going to compare those right now too. So overall, definitely not going to get my full seal approval. Let's compare it to the other two and see where it kind of fits on that. Now, they do have another one coming out, Peru. I don't know how that one's going to work because I smelled the sample of it and I was like, this one's not good either. But they were showing progress to me in my with the second one, and I'll explain that here in a second. But my least favorite, of course, is Singapore. You already know why. All right, my second one, I think is better than Singapore, but not better than the other one, is Miami. Miami definitely finds itself after it macerates a little bit. It definitely has that uniqueness. It's definitely going to be the more mass appealing. There are some things that I spoke about in my video, I can't remember, you can go back and watch it, that I said about this one that kind of, if they left this one, all these, if they would just left one thing out of it, it would have made it better. On Singapore and Miami, just slight adjustments and you probably could have had a better smelling fragrance on your hand. And at $150, the price is steep to ask somebody to just take a chance at a blind bottle, because if you don't like it, you're not going to get $150 out of it. You're going to be lucky to get 80, 70. Believe me, take it from me. All right, but my favorite is France. And there's France. The reason France is my favorite, because it's more appealing to me. I do like the gourmand notes in it. I can get this one. I feel like I'm at a cafe in France. It's got all the great smell of the bakeries around me. It definitely smells nice and inviting and warm. This one I have worn more than once, not just for review purposes. This one definitely to me is the best of the bunch, and probably better than a lot of the other original duos come out with. So, there you have it. There's my list, baby, for these right here. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Y'all stay safe, y'all stay well, and if you smell good and you feel good, then baby, it's going to be all good. Fatboy Fragrance Reviews is out.